Not everyone in the technocratic dark future prefers neons and diodes. Some people are more content to remain with what's proven true. The retros, they aren't as much of a cult as they are a general cultural movement. Retros is a term that refers to the costume aesthetic that they emulate. Men wear three-piece suits, suspenders, fedoras, and trench coats, and they are not considered to be dressed without a tie. Women wear form-fitting but modest and practical dresses. When they socialize, the gowns of women resemble those of the silver screen era of high romance. Hairstyles for men and women resemble those of the 1930s to the 1950s in cinema. The retros tend to dress, act, and speak, for lack of a better term, with class. This doesn't mean that they don't snipe verbal jabs at someone they feel deserves it, or physical punches for that matter, but it does mean that they will put in a good word for the bloke that verbally banters back, and give someone they've had to rough up a cigarette and a beer. In addition to class, retros have something else missing in the technocratic dark future: a sense of personal honor. If a retro gives you his word, he will keep it. If a retro woman says that she will only be courting you, she will not go astray. Many retros are a bit fatalistic and pessimistic, and hey, it's hard not to be jaded in the technocratic dark future. People are harder to trust, and most of them are largely shallow and self-interested. Most retros come from middle or high income brackets, but a sizable minority also come from the lower incomes. They also tend to gravitate towards older technology. A retro would keep a journal with pen and paper, rather than make a video log. Reading in particular is a retro trait, with a love of poetry and the classics. Whereas many people would listen to their favorite band only in augmented reality, a retro makes it a point to go to the theater where the band is performing. A great many retros are also, paradoxically, involved in the mafia and other criminal syndicates. Something about the look communicates tradition that these organizations use to enforce order amongst their number. Typically, a retro also will possess some antique. Lockets and cameos are a favorite for women. Cigarette and cigar vest cases and pocket watches are a favorite for men. This also applies to their weaponry selections. Cased ammunition, automatics, revolvers, and shotguns are the preferred weapons of a retro, due to the belief that one does not need to worry about an e-signal disabling the normal pulse igniter that's in most modern firearms. In the world of the technocratic dark future, which is moving ever forward, the retros get carried along in its wake.